ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, it's Black Widow, or Crimson Widow, or White Widow, I guess. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends Black Widow movies, Crimson Dynamo Build-A-Figure Waves, Red Guardian. Try to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And while you're down there, please go ahead and reach over and give this video a like and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And this figure over here is already disappointing me because I'm not seeing a helmeted head sculpt, and I can just already tell you I would rather have had that. But anyway, looking on the packaging, you can see right here on the side we get an image of Red Guardian, and then on the back you can see another image of Red Guardian again, and then there's a read up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave. There's Red Guardian one more time. Then on the top we have a spot varnished Black Widow logo, and then not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Red Guardian out of the packaging, flexing like a badass. But is this figure truly badass? We shall investigate. I do wish that we had a helmeted head sculpt, I'll tell you that already. But anyway, let's get a closer look at the shield, and then we'll take a closer look at Red Guardian. So we get the Crimson Dynamo Build-A-Figure piece and this shield over here for Red Guardian, and it looks really good. I gotta say, I really like this design quite a bit. I like the silver right here, and then I like that nice thin trim of silver that we're getting around the star, both the inside of the star and the outside right here, so that's cool. I do like the sculpt of it with this point right here. That's really neat. Nice corners and everything, man. I like those lines. Really cool looking design. On the inside right here, you can see these lined patterns right here sculpted in there, and then you get the pegging port system. I recommend actually putting this on the wrist itself on the Red Guardian as opposed to the forearm up here. Kind of go for right here because these things do break, so be careful. Then you can flip this and then port this on the back of the figure, which is super cool. I like having that function, you know, so that's really neat. Then for a shield comparison, you can see the comic version Red Guardian shield next to the MCU Red Guardian shield, so I like having these two side by side. That's pretty cool. And then here's the MCU Civil War Captain America shield next to the Red Guardian shield, and they are the same size. I feel like they are the same exact size. And then there's the itty bitty Taskmaster shield. Look how tiny that little shield is right there. That is hilarious. Oh my god. I really hope this shield is way bigger than this right here than we see in the movie. I'm fairly certain in the trailers this is a normal sized shield. It seemed like a normal sized shield in the trailers. So obviously this figure should have come with a David Harbour helmeted head sculpt. I would have really liked to have had that. That would have kicked this figure up a notch big time. I just thought Red Guardian looked cool with the helmet on from what we'd seen in the trailer. I don't mind having a David Harbour head sculpt right over here, but this looks like this head sculpt's not even based of how he looked in Black Widow. If you just Google David Harbour beard, you know, especially before the Black Widow movie trailer popped up, I'm sure this is what they used for a reference. There's barely any white hair or anything right here in the beard, and that's really frustrating. It's not even the right style of beard. So I just really feel like they didn't have any solid reference images for this. And the flesh tone is awful on this, man. Super pale. I mean, dude, luckily the photoreal tech isn't gone. Like, you could see really good sculpt in there, and you could see that the eyes are utilizing some of that photoreal tech, but I feel like the reference material is just so off. It just makes this look really flat, you know? It's just not a good-looking head sculpt. I'm not happy with it. The beard is just totally inaccurate. We all wanted the helmeted version, didn't we? Didn't we? And you can see light touches of gray right over here, so that's cool to see, but the super clean, short beard right here is just not accurate to what we've already seen. You can see it misses the line a little bit, so you can see the sculpt. But yeah, man, I really wish that we'd gotten the helmeted head sculpt over anything. Anyway, you can see some gray missing from the paint right over here. I do like how the suit looks for the most part, though. And the Soviet star right here on his chest is off model. As you've seen in the trailer, we had this really cool design. This is not nearly as cool. So aside from the paint apps, and I think there should have been more white. And you can see the straps and everything coming around here. Nice texturing for his suit. Here's looking at the back. You can see that whole port again. Some paint missing over there, so that's a bit irksome. I do like the design right here for the arms. That's pretty neat. Nice looking straps and everything. I like how this kind of looks like Captain America's suit, but it's definitely not. You know, that kind of just makes me happy. I don't know, you can see it's inspired by Captain America, but really not the same exact thing. Nice silver right there. Nice pouches throughout. Then you get your Red Guardian butt, and then you can see we get some pockets on the side, very much like Cap, and you can see, you know, straps and everything right over there. Looking pretty good. I like those wrinkles in the boots and everything. Very similar boot system that we had for Cap and everything, and then you can see that we get treads at the bottom of the feet. What is this thing called again? I can't remember when the strap comes down the bottom like that. I can't remember. So I'm not a fan of the head articulation system that they have here. It's the same deal that they gave us with the Yelena figure. So my feelings are the same. I don't like this. However, it didn't really get in the way that much when I was taking a lot of photos of the figure. So, you know, there's the pros and cons, but for the most part, I'm not a fan of it. You can move the head up just that far. I wish it could look up a lot more than that. Will look down just that much. It does shift forward and back like a pile driver. You get side-to-side motion and neck pivoting right over here. Shoulders move outward that far. You can move them down, rotate a full 360, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in that far. And this one has a horizontal hinge to it, whereas the right hand has an up and down vertical hinge. Get an ab crunch forward, moves very far forward, I like that, and ab crunch back, waist swivel, hips move outward that far, and he will kick forward and back, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. He does have boot rotation, and then the ankles move down, they move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this David Harbour figure, you can see that it is standing just a little under the 6.5 inch mark, which I think is kind of short. And then for a size comparison, we have our MCU Red Guardian next to the 616 Red Guardian, and you can see how this one does stand a bit taller. And in case you wanted to see a head swap, that's what that looks like. I wish this head sculpt could actually sit higher on the peg. Let's see if I just rest it on there. Will it look cool? No, it's just, doesn't match. It looks weird. And then here's our MCU Red Guardian next to our MCU Captain America from Captain America Civil War. And man, the height difference between these two bums me out. I feel like Red Guardian should be much taller, right? Shouldn't he? And then you can see what I'm talking about with the skin tone. I mean, just compared to the Chris Evans head sculpt over here, this doesn't have any kind of like hue variance to it. It's just like a very dull, like flat white color. Could have added so much more to it. It just bums me out. And then for a random figure comparison, here's the Red Guardian next to a Hasbro Lightning Collection putty, and we have a McFarlane Toys Sub-Zero. And then here's Red Guardian next to the other figures from the wave that I've already reviewed. We have Taskmaster, Black Widow, and Yelena Belova. And I cannot stand the height of this figure. Look how short he looks next to the rest of the cast from the film. He's definitely supposed to be taller than Taskmaster, and he's definitely shorter than him right over here. So that really bothers me a lot. He should be much taller than these two. Very frustrated with the height. And then here's Red Guardian next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. What kind of family do you have? They didn't warn you to wear a helmet before you left the house? Sorry. Badass. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people over here that go the extra step to support this YouTube channel and help make these videos keep coming your way. If you're interested and you're in the position to support, please check the link in the description below. And this figure is a major disappointment for me, man. There are so many things here that could have been really cool. I gotta say, for the most part, I do like the articulation on this figure, but I don't like the head sculpt at all, and I don't know why we have a horizontal hinge on that left side. There's just so many confusing little things with the figure that it just like dwindles down the fun factor to the point where I'm just overall disappointed in the figure. I really am. And it's a figure I would still have to pick up, I gotta be honest with you. I'd have to get that Build-A-Figure piece, and I love adding extra characters to my MCU shelf. So, based on that, at the price point of around 25 bucks, I'm giving this figure a sud rating of...
I'll wait for the Black Friday sale.
And I'm curious to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to stay in touch with me over on the social media, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, a sip more shot, your face, a sip more shot, your face.